is just fantastic. Captain's log, subdates 220328.1. We've decided we're just going to replicate new crew and have all their duties performed by other NPC crew. This way, it looks like we have a full crew complement, and we save energy, space, and most important of all, less NPC white noise. Big effing win. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I thought I'd start the week off not like Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, no. Something vastly stronger that will get me nowhere near as many views. Karens. I know, peak excitement. Buckle yourselves in everyone, brace yourselves, it's that time of the week again. To the first, yes we're doing a number of them today, alleged Karen, we go to Panda Express Chinese Kitchen, which is an American fast food restaurant chain that serves American Chinese cuisine. So basically think Chinese food with all the additives that make you hungry afterwards, and add corn syrup, spray cheese, and bologna. I know, America. Fun fact, there is actually some Panda Express outlets in the United Kingdom. I did not know that, but one of them is not too far from me. An hour train journey if I'm really desperate to wrap my mouth around some inferior cuisine. In a short clip shared to TikTok, a woman was filmed screaming at a Panda Express worker over a drink that cost $3. I can totally understand this if you're broke, and I can totally understand this if the price had gone up. We shall of course play the video so you get the context, and then go through any extra details I believe you need to know from an article that is linked down below in the pinned comment.
I want to refund for my drink. Take my drink. I don't want it. It was like $3. I don't want the fucking drink. What the fuck? Oh my god. Like I'm sitting here pregnant, arguing with ignorant people. Because I don't want my drink and you couldn't get it. I want a refund.
Post this on mob.
Oh my god. What country is it? I don't know. I don't even know where I fucking live. I'm looking at you.
So I had turned the audio up as high as I could in a separate take so I could try and work out what it was she said at the end, because as the tirade went on, what she said became steadily more and more indecipherable. Is that a word? Unintelligible. There you go, that's a word, right? Turns out, even after turning the audio right up, I still had no bloody idea what she's talking about. But the original quote was, "I don't want the effing drink, what the F?" Oh my god, like I'm sitting here pregnant arguing with ignorant people cause I don't want my drink, and you couldn't give me it, you effing people. Is this normal for pregnant people to have emotional outbursts that make literally no sense? Because that might take away from the whole, is she a Karen or not? Some people in the comments to this criticised those that recorded, others criticised those that simply stood there and did nothing that was seen in the camera. Video? Yes, video. And the reason why is because, and I'll say this like I do every single time, the customer is never right. With the customer never being right, it is believed that people should step up and defend the employee who is just there to make drinks and get paid minimum wage doing it. So with what we saw, all we got was outrage from somebody for a reason that we don't really understand, which in turn makes this alleged Karen a trickier one to, let's say, categorize. So with this first interaction, we now have to ask ourselves, based on the very little information we have, is this a Karen? The answer should be no, mostly a no, because there was far too much missing, there was no management calling, it was heckling, barracking, abuse, over a $3 drink, showing how remarkably petty some people are. Because in real money, $3 is like, I don't know, 1 pence? Yeah, that's how the currency exchange rate goes these days, is it not? When people brag about having loads of billionaires in US dollar, we here in England have a good chuckle at it, because that means fuck all over here. So on to the next alleged Karen. This one centers around a bartender being told how to do her job. TikToker Honey Inc. bartends in a video game bar in Las Vegas, and last week posted a video where she was told how to do her job along with being repeatedly mistreated by the customer who has been dubbed a Karen. Now, much like the last one, yes, of course, you're going to see the video and we're going to try and work out what the feck is going on, and then work out if this is also a Karen or not.
How do you think I should have handled this, lady? Do you think you could have kept your cool? I was grabbing a drink for another customer, and this lady cut everyone in line.
Hi, is anyone actually taking drinks here or anything?
Yeah, she just went quick.
She did? Oh, because I thought you guys were here talking and all that. And I'm just confused.
Oh no, I was just giving her my handheld for a limit on handheld.
Oh,
I could immediately tell that something was off.
So, let's see.
She didn't know that she was being recorded on my TikTok
Let's see how
live.
quickly you can
I
make
can't
an
believe what she
old-fashioned
said at the end of the clip.
We
Coca-Cola.
don't have the full bar, I can't make it all fashioned.
Well, you were making those guys, whatever shots, super fancy.
version Takashi.
It took you like 10 minutes to make whatever shot of it.
It's just an Akashi that was shaken.
Well, it took you 10 minutes.
So if you wanted like a Akashi.
Okay, so how about let's make this different. Let's try again.
Wow, the arrogance, the entitlement, the impatience, and yet again the customer is never right. Even when they're placing an order and being so condescending as to have the bartender repeat the order back to them for them to also have to correct the order because they can't deliver it the way they have asked for it. This one's a good one. We've got a decent video length and you've got more to see yet. Don't worry, because I've given you some details that have skipped ahead, but I had to cut this because, honestly, copyright.
A double shot of wild whiskey with a ginger back and then a Coca-Cola. Can you repeat that to me so I know you remember?
Alright, I can't say shots because we're not allowed to serve shots. It's going to be a double martini, well whiskey, but we don't really have a
double
well whiskey.
martini, so it's all going to be mixed?
It's going to be shaken.
So you guys can't do separate?
I can't just pour it straight in the glass. It has to be shaken and then put in the glass.
I understand you think you're cute and that you can take your time. I'm a model. I know the game. Girl, I'm not new. But please remember to respect me, okay?
I wasn't realizing I was
Like, just because there's a lot of guys here that literally are willing to do whatever, doesn't mean you have to disrespect women. Let's see how fast you can do it. I just want to see how fast you can do this.
In the comments to that particular TikTok, the majority seemed to say, I would have refused service, and that the bartender handled this remarkably well, with a level of professionalism that really sets a standard, let's go with that. Also rather handily proving she is far more professional and has a lot more patience than the ball bag who is telling her what to do. Again, the customer is never right. With this video, we now have to ask, is this person a Karen? Not really. More of a whiny customer who is being an arrogant little prick, thinking themselves above the help. And I used that term on purpose, because I believe, based on what we see in that video, that is the kind of person we're dealing with. Someone who sees those that serve them as inferior to them. Smarmy, stuck-up dipshits. They're all alike, really. Not indicative necessarily of a Karen, but certainly as impatient as the first one, just handled very differently. On to the final one. This one takes place in a Starbucks and involves a rather aggressive customer deciding to take her anger out on the stock.
I witnessed a Starbucks Karen firsthand today.
You seriously need to stop, dude. That's fucked up. Go.
The video was posted by TikTok user Tony Aguilar and has received 2.1 million views in 2 days. The reason she threw the tantrum is because the Starbucks employee had asked her to leave. She was, the alleged Karen, was followed out of the store by the employees, but we don't know what happens afterwards. Again, the prevailing theme with the comments appears to be, why treat the workers with such disrespect? Interestingly, when Starbucks were reached out to for a statement, they said, we are grateful for our Green Apron partners who show up every day and provide an uplifting and welcoming environment in our stores. Our expectation to anyone who visits is they provide the same respect and dignity in return. I'm guessing you guys haven't worked in retail before. Just because you run a business in one doesn't mean you fully understand it. If you did, you'd know the customer is never right. and in this context, when asked to leave, the alleged Karen decided to take it up a notch and lash out on the produce, and only the produce that was available, which I believe are smoothies. They look like the ones you feed to babies. It's a bit unfair, isn't it? Now, because this video is quite short, we also miss a lot of the context beforehand. No offense to Tony, I don't believe this video again qualifies as a Karen because we do not have enough to go on, which means only the second video I showed you today has a decent enough length for us to fully understand the context of the interaction and then work out if they are in fact a Karen or not. The violent outburst certainly does qualify as Karen behavior, but I don't believe she is one. And of course, with all three of them, I defer to all of you, the lovely audience, to tell me in the comments by driving up the engagement, because I need it seriously, whether or not any of the three ladies we've covered today are Karens or whether or not they're all just dickheads. Obligatory comment, if they are a Karen, is simply Karen. If they're not, the obligatory comment is dickhead. Please smash the like, it really helps this channel. Now, as we are done, I would of course love to know what you think. As a final thing, I shall be streaming on Twitch tonight. If I don't see you there, have a fantastic day. Thank you all very much for listening. Ta-ta.